Welcome back. Greetings, everyone. Today is day 6 of the Zodiac codes, and we've reached day 71 of this galactic tarot sequence. Today is about TAAH, and I have actually mentioned the TAAH before in these videos. It seems to be quite a key one, not that they're all not actually keys to unlock infinity codes. Unlock the infinity codes. That's what we're doing, unlocking the infinity codes of the universe. So, day 5 was about protecting all life. Now we're beholding the ultimate pattern and what secrets, further secrets, it may reveal, which kind of makes you think, if it's the ultimate pattern, surely it should reveal everything. But then, yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, here's today's graphic here. There's TAAH down here. And he's sculpting something. And as I've said before, all the actual alignments are connected with key stars that make up the shapes. And then position is then, also aligned with stars and in relation to the iconography of the archetype. So, day 71, card 6, Zodiac 6, TAAH, which relates to the traditional sign of Taurus. TAAH occurs here as the archetypal sculptor, master builder. He represents the ability to mold and shape reality according to natural law. In a culture that is allowed to thrive, all beings are supported to create the reality that resonates with their individual skills and natural strength. Bringing together the strengths of his people, like building in triangles, the community has a solid framework from which to grow. His symbol is the hexagon or flower of life matrix, which holds the keys of geometry together. All of the perfect solids, tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron, align within the flower of life matrix. And within nature, the flower of life pattern can be seen in the honeycomb of bees or the shape of a snowflake. It is also the structure of the crystal lattice of quartz, which can be seen in their tips. The ultimate pattern. Ultimate pattern. Slightly brighter version on here, and you can see TAAH down here. And what's he working on here? He's sculpting something, and it's, oh look, it's an egg. It's an egg. Right. So what we're talking about then is a geometric and organic dynamic. So the geometric is the ultimate pattern, but the organic is the reality that we actually live in, which has multiple different variabilities, which actually are functions of multiple geometries interrelating. I tried to describe this in this graphic, where I was talking about all the different levels of the codes, and bring in all these different egg levels. You know, we've spoken about the egg levels, we've spoken about the lunar egg and the Earth egg in their orbits. And there's the bigger eggs too. Here is an egg. It's a very beautiful egg, actually. Petrified wood. Yep. Fossilized petrified wood. Yeah. Yeah, an egg. Yeah. On multiple levels. And a really big egg. Yeah, that actually fluctuates from being more circular to more egg-shaped and back to circular again over 100,000 years. Yeah. So vast time cycles. And in relation to time cycles at the moment, we are, in terms of where the moon's just entered Pisces, and I'm talking about sidereal zodiac here, like where it is in the stars. Okay, and in this process we have reached Taurus, which is TAAH, so we're even more ahead of ourselves in relation to what's going on in the stars at the moment, in terms of tracking it with the moon. Okay. So, egg-shaped orbit, well, in all these vast time cycles, we've gone into egg-shaped orbit in relation to, I think it's galactic icona number 4. Yeah. 4 times the long count. The lunar egg. Remember we were given this lunar egg by Archimedes here. An egg. Yeah. What other ones have we gone into? Well, actually, galactic icona number 1, actually, that's where I started to understand the egg-shaped orbit, because I was looking at the actual 8-fold year. And that is actually what the actual 8-fold year has to teach us, is understanding the shape of the year. Yeah? That we don't live in a clock. Yeah, there is an ultimate pattern, but we don't just live in the ultimate pattern, we live in a geometric and organic dynamic. So, yes, there are things beyond the flower of life. It being the ultimate pattern does not mean that it covers everything. Yeah. Depends how you interpret the word ultimate. So, things like this. I've talked about geometric averages and organic fluctuations. That's what TAAH, yeah, to be the master builder, yeah, that's why he's got an egg. He's sculpting an egg. Yeah, even though he's aware of the ultimate geometric pattern, he's focusing on the organic, which is the reality. So, galactic icona number 1 goes into that in great depth. Galactic icona 4, galactic icona 6 and 22 relate to the warming and cooling cycles, yeah, which is another level of the organic fluctuation. And 10 and 20, yeah, cover the vaster time cycles of not just the rotation of the TAAH axis, which is perihelion to aphelion, yeah, perihelion to aphelion, pH plus AH, pH to AH, TAAH, okay, the rotation of TAAH, yeah. Vast time cycles, hundreds of thousands of years. Yeah. Basically, we're starting to bring in again the as above, so below. Yeah. Yeah. So we have these macro scale, vast time cycles, and micro scale, vast time cycles. Because, how many times can you divide it? Yeah. How many times? Yeah. As above, so below. Yeah. Yeah. Spring, summer, autumn, winter, on a vast time scale. 100,000 years is the rounded figure, but that fluctuates too because it also is part of this holistic, interdimensional, multidimensional system, which unfolds. It actually kind of hugs all the information together in a big hug, so like a big hug, all these different multiple dimensional layers. Yay! Big hug. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, the 19 times the 19. Yeah. The flower of life times itself. Yeah. Time cycles. 372, 391. There's a plus 19 in there. Plus 19 is also, the plus 19 also becomes like a plus 1 on the vaster scales. And these pluses and things, yeah, on a vast time cycle level, what's that actually talking about? Yeah, in music you sometimes skip a beat, Yeah. So that's essentially what TAAH has taught me, is there's layers above flower of life ultimate pattern, which is the organic. And you could actually say that with this process, yeah, there's two parts, and we're basically right now, we've gone through the first 6, and that takes us from galactic center to the galactic edge. Yeah. So in this Zodiac codes process stage of the galactic tarot sequence, we've now reached the galactic edge. Yeah. What's beyond the galactic edge? What's beyond the ultimate pattern? Exactly. Has our interpretations, yeah, our presumptions of what words mean, have they altered what we think is even possible? We are exploring the sphere realm, the no-sphere realm, the spheres. Yeah. It's like auric field. Each archetype has its own auric field, has a specific purpose in discussion, and also stages and progressions of understanding. In the beginning was the maths, yeah, and then the right maths led to a bountiful planet, which then life evolved, and then life has to learn to live as a community, right? And through that, then it develops understanding of law, LAWLORE, yeah, with nature, and then has to maintain the protection of life. Yes. Magical protection of life. Okay. And once it understands this, yeah, then it become master builders, sculptors, artists of the reality that we live in. Yeah. Yeah. But that's not it. No, that's not it. This just the first half. Yeah. The second half actually has 7 parts, and Scorpio and Ophiuchus can also be seen as a dual sign, but it's good to recognize their unique part they play. Yeah. Right. Blessings of TAAH. Yes. Time is art. Blessings of TAAH. Take care, everyone. See you again very soon.